Imagine biting into a rich, moist fruitcake, bursting with flavors of rum-soaked fruits, and the warm aroma of spices wafting through your kitchen. Picture the crunchy nuts, the chewy dried fruits, and the soft, tender crumb of the cake itself. Visualize the dark, luscious color of the cake, a symbol of the holiday season's magic and warmth. Taste the sweet and tangy flavors dancing on your tongue, a symphony of Christmas cheer. Intrigued? Stick around to discover how to create this festive delight in your own kitchen. First things first, gather all the ingredients needed for this festive treat. Let's start with the soul of our Christmas fruitcake, a variety of dried fruits. We're talking raisins, currants, dried cherries, and candied citrus peel. These will provide the rich, sweet, and tangy burst in every bite. Next, we need our aromatic spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. They'll give our cake that warm, festive aroma that just screams Christmas. Then we have the staples of any good cake: butter, sugar, and flour. These will provide the structure and sweetness, while a few eggs will bind everything together beautifully. Lastly, we have the secret ingredient: rum. This will infuse our cake with a depth of flavor and a hint of naughtiness that makes it just that little bit special. With all the ingredients now ready, it's time to start the baking process. Starting off with the star of the show, the dried fruits. These humble ingredients hold the key to the distinctive, rich taste of our Christmas fruitcake. To prepare them, we're going to give them a little spa treatment. That's right, we're soaking them in rum. Not just for a few hours, but overnight. This allows the fruits to absorb the rum, ensuring they're not just moist, but also packed with flavor. Why rum, you may ask? Well, rum has a deep, sweet, and slightly spicy flavor that complements the natural sweetness of the dried fruits. It also acts as a preservative, helping our cake last longer. This step, my friends, is what separates a good fruitcake from a great one. Remember, patience is key here. The longer the fruits soak, the more flavorful they become. With the fruits nicely soaked and plumped, we can now move on to the rest of the preparation. Now, onto the heart of the cake, the batter. It's time to roll up our sleeves and dive into the magical world of baking. Our first step is creaming the butter and sugar. We want to whip these two ingredients until they're light, fluffy, and almost white in color. This process aerates the butter, which helps our cake rise and gives it a beautifully soft and tender crumb. Next, we're going to crack in the eggs. It's best to add them one at a time and make sure each one is fully incorporated before adding the next. This keeps our batter smooth and prevents it from curdling. Now it's time for the flour and spices. We're going to fold these in gently. This isn't a race, my friends. Overmixing can make our cake tough, and we want it to be as light as a feather. Don't forget to sprinkle in a pinch of holiday cheer with your favorite spices. It's these festive touches that truly make a Christmas cake special. And finally, the piece de resistance, the rum-soaked fruits. We're going to fold these in last, ensuring they're distributed evenly throughout the batter. Remember, patience is key here. We want every slice of our cake to be studded with these little gems. With the batter now ready, it's time to bake our Christmas fruitcake. The final step, into the oven it goes. Let's set our oven to a cozy 325 degrees Fahrenheit. This gentle heat will allow our cake to bake evenly without drying out. Patience is key here, as it typically takes around 2.5 hours to reach that perfect golden brown. Once our cake is baked to perfection, we let it cool completely. It's important to resist the temptation to dive in immediately. We want our cake to be at its best. Now for the grand finale, the finishing touches. A light dusting of powdered sugar gives our cake a festive, snowy appearance. For those who love an extra kick, a drizzle of rum adds a rich depth of flavor that pairs beautifully with the fruits. And there you have it, your very own homemade Christmas fruitcake ready to be devoured. Happy baking and Merry Christmas.